They had to imagine what I was talking about.
Okay, cool. Well, we are in here. I guess we'll do the real intro now. We've got dignitas.KiLLeR. He's going to be the pink Zerg in the top right, going up against Quantic.Golden, who is already got a pool completed. Wow, this is the game that are you serious? This is the game that they start before. Oh, we have an early pool. It's done already.
I was just describing that I don't think Golden's actually going to use it to be aggressive. He's building drones and queens, so he probably just likes that opening for its flexibility.
Yeah. I,
So
I
don't
think
worry.
it's just so that if he sees the hatch first, he can just kill it.
Right, exactly. That's what I was saying. So don't worry, you didn't actually miss anything. Your screen actually has Golden up 2-0 though, so
Oh, whoops.
yeah, it's not. It's currently only the second game, guys. Golden's only up 1-0 in a best of five.
Yeah, there we go. So I just fixed that too. Alright, so now guys, you can also feel free to go ahead and vote for things to be winning. Wow, that is not what I meant to actually type. That is just complete gibberish. Alright,
You
there
all
we
good now?
go. There we go.
Oh, Queenie, where you going? I guess he was gonna try and snipe the Overlord, which if he does it again, he'll be able to get it. Oh wow, Golden is the Overlord killer, man. Nope.
Golden just canceled his hatchery at his natural.
Whoa.
And
And
it was
rebuilt it.
not misplaced. It was not misplaced, and he just canceled it.
That must have been a huge misclick. That's very unfortunate.
Ha, it's like the TSL2 and Idra canceling his command center.
Mm. Yeah.
Alrighty.
uh, Ling tries again and sees what Golden is doing. Killer might be like, your hatch is kind of at a weird time, or he might not even notice. Sees the gas being taken, but you know, he has gas too. But the thing is that his hatchery is going to be so far ahead of Golden's now.
Yeah, and that's a really big blunder for Golden. Unfortunately for him, however, Killer is going to be kind of interested in the fact that he's got a tempo that went up against him. Last game, it really is evened out, but Killer's got to really work on a position in this game. A lot of people like to go Roach and Fester on this map, as opposed to the Roach Hydra play, because of the fact that you can do so many cool things with launching Invested Terran into better concaves. So you have a much, much more advantageous attack pattern than if you just went for Roach Hydra attacking from the bottom of the ramp.
Hmm. And we do have a little Ling aggression going on right here. Some nice micro by both players actually, but Killer does get 6 out to rival Golden 6. As you know, Golden really can't do anything. Both Baneling nests coming up. Killer's much farther ahead, as well as his metabolic boost is farther ahead, so we could see another mid-game aggression.
It's entirely possible, but there's Golden now getting his queen out, spawning Zalarva in his main base. He already has a queen sitting there at his natural expansion to go ahead and also spawn larva there and not lose any big time. But Killer has begun morphing a Baneling in direct sight, but it's only one Baneling. It seems like he's just kind of more faking aggression. He may use the gas for something else along the lines of a lair.
Oh wow, so another very early layer behind the same lane aggression. I wonder if Golden's thinking this might be the same exact thing. The same timing attack. Oh, he actually gets into the main. That's something that did not happen last game. He could do tons of damage to the economy to Golden with some nice control.
Yeah, we see him getting actually a good concave of Lings against the other Lings. That is how it's going to get wrapped around on both sides. That was impossible to commentate.
Wait, Killer really didn't get that many drone kills, so nothing really happened. He did lose a lot of lings, but he also forced a lot of lings from Golden, so drone count's actually perfectly even. Same with everything else, larva and whatnot. Drone Overload gonna die? No, it's gonna survive, I'm pretty sure, but will Golden be thinking, hey, you did the same exact thing last game, are you gonna go for mutas again? He really needs to, make sure to check for that.
Yeah, alright, so now running around, there's some Lings in the middle of the map, just looking for some scouting information. Now, Killer has completed his lair and is going to go for a Spire yet again. But if you take a look at the lair timing for Golden, at the moment, it's non-existent. So this is going to be a big difference from the last game. Golden was able to scout that Spire relatively quickly, but without the lair, there's no avenue for him to do it unless he's going to try and get this slow Overlord into that main base.
Oh, I don't know. One thing he can do is put on a lot of aggression at Killer's front, deny him the amount of mutas that he would like by making him get a bunch of banelings, and also get some scouting in himself by sending in some lings into the main. That might be his plan right here. He needs to be very, very careful against these banelings. Oh, this is always so tense to see pros do this.
Alright, so now this is going to be an interesting little battle because there are queens out here at the front. Killer is now morphing defensive banes of his own, and he's even
Oh,
retreating all of his drones just in case. That's going to be a really smart thing to do. But there's going to be the death of those baneling cocoons. That's going to be unfortunate, but oh, Killer could have just gotten a big explosion on all those banes, but the Golden's coming in with so many lings and banes. There's a big explosion there. This defense is going to be a really, really tight. 7 minutes are on the way. Oh my god.
he should be able to break it. He has more banelings coming in. They should be able to kill the queens, or maybe not. He's actually focusing the banelings fairly well with his queens. There, finally, one does go down. The baneling hits only 3 lings. He's morphing more banelings inside Killer's main, but the Helix are on its way. But at least the lings of Golden will buy him some time to put up some defenses at home.
Yeah, and there we go. Lings and Banes are now going to get assaulted by Mutas, and they can attack up. However, they can do a lot of damage. Killer is actually really taking a big risk in attacking those morphing Bane cocoons with Lings as well. But now he's going to bring his drones down to its natural and start mining on a little more comfortably. And in the end, we see Killer actually in the lead and completely in a lead too. 69 supply to 61, 39 drones to 32, plus his Mutas on the map, and there's a ton of Overlords that are in vulnerable spots.
Wow, I can't believe that Killer came out so far ahead with all that aggression that came out. Oh my god, catching all the banelings as well. It's just more and more gas that Golden's putting in and not getting anything out of. And all those banelings from Killer just going to deny any type of ling run by Golden.
Yeah, and we see another just death happening right there, and Kill's gonna push forward. He's gonna hit all these morphing baneling cocoons too. He's gonna kill some of them before they get canceled, and there we go. A couple do get canceled, but these losses are really bad for Golden, and Golden is still purely on hatchery tech. He's all in at this point.
Definitely all in. I mean, he hasn't even gotten any more drones. So just making pure lings with banelings and getting queens for defense, not even wasting money on Evo chambers or spores. I'm really not sure how well this is going to go for him.
I don't know, but now the queens they do transfuses. They'll be able to stay alive for a long time. Killer is splitting up his mutas, trying to make sure that he can do a nice bit of damage, but we are going to have Baneling starting to push forward. Golden is splitting them nicely. Killer gets a ton of hits. He just trades so many Banes for Banes. That was a really good trade for him defensively, because he's also ripping apart the main base with those mutas.
Yeah, he is. More banelings could hit a lot more Zerglings. One goes and hits a lot. The one is still alive though, so Golden needs to, keep a wary eye on that one. But his entire main just got destroyed. The Queen's creep is not spread between the main and the natural, which is really necessary versus Mutalisk. But I mean, at least Golden, he's starting to push through. There's more things being morphed by Killer. If they can finish, they should be able to hold off Golden. But I don't know if they can finish.
It's gonna be really, really close. There we have someone coming off, but the Roche also there doing a nice job helping, but the drone count is going so far down. Killer has reduced Golden to 6 drones now. 5 drones, 4. GG gets called, and there it will go down, and that is going to be a game towards Dignitas' Killer. We are now tied 1-1 in this best of 5.